The following is a famous statement that you've probably heard before that has at times shown a bit of ignorance, but with God's help, I'd like to portray why it is a cause for increased anticipation when you hear these words. And those words are, Chazal tell us. It says in Chazal. I always thought, well, it says in Chazal basically means that I don't really know where it is or who says it, but it's a holy text, so I call it Chazal. But Chazal really is an acronym for the words Chachamim Zechronim Levracha, the great rabbis. Those specifically that spanned between the times of the Mishnah, the Gemara, the Talmud, the Tosefta. And these are a body of scholars until the end of the destruction of the Second Temple that have pieced together Torah Shebaal Peh and have many famous teachings that are important for us to focus on. What I'd like to zoom in upon is that Chazal actually were so medactic in their wording. They were so scrupulous in the way that they said things. That's very important that when we learn a Rashi that has a Chazal, a Gemara that has a Chazal, to really get into the kishkas of what it means. In fact, I heard an interview on the great Sefarim Chatter podcast. It's worth checking it out. With the man, the great Rabbi Hartman, who has put together all the Maharal's works, a fabulous work. It is unbelievable. All the Maharal's works, he's published it. And he has said that the Maharal's entire mahus, his entire goal, was to be able to bring out the godless of Chazal. To bring out why each word is exacting and meticulous with pinpoint accuracy. And there's one Chazal that I'd like to focus on right now to show you this. The Gemara says like this. Amar Reb Yitzchak says, B'tchila the Yetzer Hara in the beginning, hu nasa oirich. At the beginning, he is a guest. V'achakach hu nasa balabais. At the end, he's a balabais. The end is he's in charge of the house. And Rabbi Yerucham tells us the words are gold here. The Yetzer Hara is an oirich. Chazal tells an oirich, we know, if you go into the depth of what a guest is, he's there, you like him, but when you don't want him anymore, you can get rid of him. But a balabais is someone who's in charge of the house. You can't get rid of them. Rabbi Yerucham tells us from this Ma'amar Chazal, you actually get into the depth of how you can fight your Yetzer Hara. They're giving you a cheat code. While the Yetzer Hara is new, he's still a guest, you can usher him out rather easily. But once he gets there and stays there, you know when a guest has maybe been there for too long, he becomes a balabais, and you can't kick the balabais out. That's his house. A tip to make sure to usher the Yetzer Hara out before he gets too comfortable. Mamari Chazal are something that are time savers. The famous book, I hate to bring it into divine matters, but Stephen Covey's book about the 7 habits of effective people and all the different mamarim that he tries to talk about, where you could build backwards, I think is the second one, and the first one is that we should be proactive. You can learn one line of Mishlei and know all of it. And you don't need to read an entire book. Napoleon Hill's book, everyone reads it, or many people read about how to become smart with money. Is just telling you to be driven, you can learn Rashi of Naftuli, to be rigid about Ikeshu Psalto, and you can save time. Torah Mamori Chazal not only save us and help us to get better in life, but they teach us how to be wise in much less amounts of time.